So I have a question. What do Leonardo da Vinci, Albert Einstein, Gandhi, Oprah, and Bill Gates have in common? They all journal. Now, these great minds decided to dedicate a chunk of their time every day to put thought to paper, and they must have thought that it was a worthwhile pursuit. And I have to say, I would agree with them. There are so many studies out there that show how journaling can benefit your life. And there are so many different journals out there. You can have a work journal, exercise journal, gratitude journal, productivity journal, health journal, or a combination of these. So, what is journaling? Well, in its simplistic form, it is essentially a way to document your thoughts, feelings, insights, and anything you like really. And it sounds very simple. And it is, if you don't complicate things. People journal for different purposes and goals. It may be used for habit tracking or to achieve mental clarity, from increasing productivity to obtaining a clearer life plan. It allows you to connect your thoughts, feelings, and behaviors. What many people may not realize is that journaling has also been shown to improve mental health. So, what are the mental health benefits? Well, journaling has been found to reduce anxiety, help with depression. It has been helped to shift a negative mindset into a more positive one. It can help with gaining mental clarity, reduce intrusive thoughts and avoidance. It can also reduce noise and also mental clutter. And it can allow you to let go and detach yourself from the past. There are also so many studies that show how journaling improves mental well-being. By having the opportunity to write down thoughts and feelings, it allows us to release negative thoughts, pent-up stress, as well as energy. The act of writing all of this down alone can be cathartic. It can also reduce the tendency of ruminating and have our thoughts spiral out of control. Writing about how we are feeling can also help us be more self-aware of our feelings and what triggers them. One of the things we can do when we are journaling is also to cultivate gratitude. A cancer diagnosis can be scary, lonely, and intimidating. Negative thoughts are plenty, and on occasions, you may not be able to see how your life will ever be the same again. And the truth is, it will never be the same again. Life after cancer is a very different life to the one before. But living with negative thoughts all the time can be exhausting, and it can prevent you from moving forward with your life. Journaling with gratitude can help shift a negative to a positive mindset. It has shown to increase a sense of optimism, improve sleep, and even help you engage back in social behaviors if that has been affected by your cancer diagnosis. Some people actually retreat into themselves after cancer. Journaling can help you come out of that sense of loneliness and isolation. So, should you try journaling? Yes, why not? What is there to lose? And you may gain so much. People do find it overwhelming and not sure where to start. So, here are a few tips. Number 1, it does not have to be perfect. You may have seen people's journals with doodles, graphics, stickers, and beautiful calligraphy. And if this is something that you enjoy, then absolutely amazing, you go for that. But if you're just starting out, a simple pen and paper would absolutely do. The thing is, what we normally do is we buy a lovely new notebook, you open it up, you stare at the blank pages, and then you close it again. You kind of think, well, it's too nice to ruin, where do I start? What should I write? Try to get rid of that perfectionism and just start. Remember, done is better than perfect. Number 2, you don't have to write every day. And this is actually quite important. Some people have journaling as part of their daily routine. But for some, this is not possible. And people may find it becoming a chore and something that, becomes a bit of a dread. And if this happens, you won't enjoy the process, and before you know it, you'll stop. Write whenever you want and whatever you want. Give yourself permission to do that. Number 3, you can write on paper or do it digitally. You can go analog or digital, paper or screen, whatever you prefer and works best for you. Now, some people like the feel of a physical notebook, and yes, the actual writing, with a pen and paper that can feel more deliberate, and the pace is somewhat slower. And I think this is born out of the fact that you can't edit what you have written down, which in some ways is no bad thing. On the other hand, digital writing is convenient. You can edit what you write, and if you use your phone, you can do it anytime and anywhere. Number 4, start a timer. 5 minutes, for example. Start small. By giving yourself a limited amount of time, it may push you into the act of putting something down. It can feel less overwhelming as you know you are only writing for a limited time. And if you start small, you may feel that this is an achievable task, getting you more inclined to write and journal. Number 5, have fun. Journaling should be fun. When something feels like an obligation or a chore, you'll give it up in an instant. If you want to learn how to journal effectively and find out what you should write about, I will show you how to do that in another video. In the meantime, take care and happy journaling.